Joe, you break into that van over there. Get the bundle and meet me back here. I'll swipe a couple of bikes for our getaway.
Okay, Fred.
Did anybody see you take the bundle?
Nah, let's get out of here.
Come on, the bikes are over here.
I sure wish this were Saturday instead of only Wednesday. I can hardly wait.
Me too. I've never been to a bicycle rally before. I hope we remember everything. 5 miles is a long way to pedal back if we've forgotten something we need.
Don't worry. Mr. Brownlee thinks of everything. If it weren't for him, our den wouldn't have been invited to the Older Scouts bike rally.
Just think, a whole day of races and riding obstacle courses.
And I've been practicing for the slow riding contest. Try riding your bike real slow sometime. It's hard.
Timothy, where is your bike? Well, didn't you park it right over there next to mine?
Sure I did. It's gone! My bike's gone!
Didn't you lock it up?
Course I did. You saw me. Here's my chain. Busted. Somebody stole my bike.
Dirty crooks.
You're telling me. If I don't have a bike, I can't go to the rally. I've been looking forward to it all summer.
I know. What are you going to do?
Tell the police my bike is missing. I sure hope they find it before Saturday. But first I have to get home to Granny Patchett's house.
How will you do that? It's 3 miles.
Walk, I guess.
Walk 3 miles? Well, I could trail you or ride you on my handlebars.
You know that's against the law, Ezra. Besides, it's dangerous.
Well, if you walk, I'll walk too. I can leave my bike over at Dad's store, and he can bring it home after work. Come on, let's get started.
Out of all the bikes here, why was mine taken? Some crook has messed up my whole vacation.
I don't think taking this shortcut through Thompson's woods was a very good idea, Timothy.
Why not? It'll save us a couple of miles.
Who cares? These spooky woods are haunted.
Who says?
Brad says. After dark, this huge ghost with one eye comes swooping down out of the trees and snatches people. Brad's seen it.
Oh, you're making that up.
No, I'm not. Honest. I'm telling you, that old ghost flies around in circles, laughing and making terrible hissing noises. And then it pounces on folks walking down below and drags them.
Hey, let go of me!
Tim, what happened?
Oh,
Where are you?
over here! Those vines tangled around my legs. I'm caught! Help me out of this mess, will you?
Here, grab my hand. There. Thank goodness it was only vines. I thought the ghost had caught you.
Stop talking about that ghost. You're scaring yourself, and me too. There is no ghost.
But Brad saw it. One night he and a friend were hiking through these woods and...
Forget about the ghost. Understand?
Okay, but don't say I didn't warn you.
Looks like a storm coming up. Let's walk faster.
Stop a minute, Tim. Are we lost?
Why do you ask that?
Well, because either this is the 3rd time we've passed this place, or that tree is triplets.
Which tree?
That big one, with a knot like a monkey's face. You see? That one over right there.
It does look kind of familiar, doesn't it? How could we get lost so fast?
We should have never taken this shortcut. We might walk around in these woods all afternoon and never find our way out. And it'll get dark, and the ghost, oh... It's the ghost! I see him up there in the treetops! Run!
Come back! We've got to stay together. Ezra! Wait for me! Don't panic, Ezra. It was only an old dead branch rattling in the tree. Slow down, will you? This is silly. We're only getting more lost.
How can we get more lost? I mean, either we're lost or we're not lost.
Oh, you know what I mean. And we've got to use our heads and try to remember what we've learned from Mr. Brownlee. Now then, over there, it seems to me the trees thin out some. Maybe it's a clearing. We ought to be able to get our bearings once we're out of these trees.
I'm all for that. The wind sounds like a ghost howling. Well, if I squint up through the trees, I can almost see him moving in the branches.
Ezra, cut that out!
All right, all right. I won't say ghost again. There is a clearing, Tim. And I see something else, too. It must be a cave. Devil's Cave.
I suppose Brad knows all about Devil's Cave, too.
Yes. Way back in the back, there's a deep lake. They say it has no bottom, just goes clear down to the center of the earth. Doesn't that give you the shivers?
Shivers or not, that cave will get us out of this rain. Come on! What are you waiting for?
You're not going in Devil's Cave, are you?
Of course I am, and so are you. We'll stay close to the front if you want. After the rain stops and the sun comes out, it'll be simple to find our way back. Hurry up. Granny would say we're as wet as a frog sitting under a waterfall. Oh, man, it's cold in here. I don't know which is worse, drowning out there or freezing to death in here.
Brad says the temperature in a cave stays about 56 degrees, summer and winter.
Brad says. Wish we had some matches so we could build a fire.
Oh, no, Timothy. You should never build a fire in a low cave like this one. The heat from the fire might crack some of the rocks in the ceilings. They could fall on us.
You know a lot about caves, don't you? Where's this bottomless lake you talked about?
Back in the next room. If you listen, you can hear water from the ceiling dripping in it. Hear that?
Yes, but I hear something else, too. It sounds like somebody talking. How can that be?
Beats me, but I hear it too.
Come on, hurry up.
Seems to me the voices are coming from outside the cave.
People are coming. We're going to be rescued.
Hey!
Shh! Be quiet, Ezra. Don't holler. Something's wrong. 2 men are coming this way. They're wheeling bicycles.
What's wrong about that?
Take a good look at that bike in front. That's my bicycle he's pushing. I'd know it anywhere.
Hey, Tim, why would a man want to steal a kid's bike anyway?
I don't know. I think we'd better keep out of sight for a while. Let's hide somewhere.
Where?
Behind this big rock. Watch where you walk. Don't make any noise.
What did I tell you, Joe? Isn't this hiding place a cinch?
Yeah, I gotta hand it to you, Fred. Not one guy in 1,000 would think of stealing loot in a cave. Stealing them bikes was a good idea, too. How'd you come up with that?
Told you I had brains. It's a perfect cover. 2 men riding along on bicycles look as innocent as lambs. Shine that there lantern over here and follow me into the next room. I'll show you where we'll leave the bundle. And it's time we got rid of the bikes, too. We can dump them in the lake. The owners might report them missing.
What difference does that make?
Dummy, we can't take a chance on being picked up with any hot merchandise, even bicycles.
Let's make a run for it, Timothy, while those crooks are in the next cave.
I'm with you. We'll have to move real quiet. Uh-oh, that's the end of my bike. Stop, Ezra. We're too late. The crooks are coming back. They'll see us. Duck.
Don't forget our plan, Joe. We'll separate, lay low for a few days, and I'll meet you back here Saturday night, 10 o'clock sharp. We'll divide up the loot, and from then on, it's easy street for both of us.
Right. So long till Saturday night.
They're gone, but we'd better stay put a while in case they come back. What do you think is in the bundle, Ezra?
Something really valuable, Timothy. Maybe even money.
You want to hunt for the stuff before we shove off?
We can try, but we don't have a lantern. We can't go very far back in the cave.
We might see something, though. Stay close to me.
Do you see anything?
No, it's too dark. We'd better go back.
The ghost! It's the one-eyed ghost! Run! Run for your life! I told you there was a ghost! Help!
I believe you! I believe you! Oh! Oh!
Help! Help! Somebody please! The ghost is after us! Oh! Run faster, Tim! He's gonna drag us! Tim! Tim! Tim, where are you? Oh my gosh! The ghost has trapped him in Devil's Cave! My buddy, caught by that horrible one-eyed ghost! Oh, I gotta save him! But I'm scared to go back! Oh, what'll I do? Oh, I'll have to go back to the cave. Tim! I'm coming, Tim! Hang on! I'm on my way! Hang in there, Tim. I'll smash that old... Tim! Are you okay? Where's the ghost? Stand back. I'll hit him with my stick.
Ezra, put that stick down. There is no ghost.
Well, there is so. I saw him with my very own eyes. He flew round and round in here, hissing and laughing. He was trying to catch us.
That's just what it looked like. Sit down and I'll tell you what really happened. And throw away your stick. You won't need it.
I won't.
Trust me. There's your ghost, sitting over there.
You mean that bird? That big white owl with one eye shut?
That's the one. He must have been hurt by something. One eye droops closed all the time. At night, when he was flying around, he'd sure look like a ghost.
Well, do you think he lives in this cave?
I doubt it. Barn owls live mostly in old buildings. He probably flew into the cave hunting for food. It's lucky for us he did.
How come?
Well, for one thing, it explains your ghost. But more important, look what he brought us.
Is that the bundle the robbers hid?
Sure is. The owl's claws must have tangled in it when he was flying around in the other cave, and he got excited trying to get loose. He flapped in here and shook it off, right on my head. I thought the ghost had grabbed me.
Wow, I'll bet you were scared.
Yeah, a little.
The bundle is filled with money. I've never seen so much money in my whole life.
Me neither. I wouldn't be surprised if there was more than $1,000 here. Where do you suppose those men got it?
Who knows? But I know this much. They stole that money. Why else would they hide it? Gee, Timothy, what are you going to do with the money?
Well, turn it over to the police, I guess. The owner must be plenty anxious to get it back.
Wait a second, Tim. This is your big chance.
Big chance? What do you mean?
Well, this is your chance to go to the bicycle rally. Keep some of the money. Well, not much. Only enough to buy a new bike. The police will think the robbers spent part of the money already.
Oh, I don't know, Ezra.
Sure. You deserve part of this money for finding it, like a reward. You don't want to miss out, do you?
Missing the rally would be almost as bad as missing Christmas, Ezra. I wouldn't need to buy a new bike, would I? A used one would be okay.
Now you're talking. Here, hide this money in your pocket, and let's tie up the bundle. Looks like the rain is stopping, and I see the sun. We'll find our way home in a flash.
Don't rush me. Let me think a minute. None of it belongs to me. Oh, but the guys will talk about the bicycle rally for weeks. And I don't want to be left out. Ezra's right. I found the money. Keeping a little bit of it would be just giving myself a reward. Oh, but somehow...
Timothy, is that you out there?
Yes, Granny.
I didn't hear you come back, dear. Supper's almost ready. Come on in and wash your hands.
I'll be right there. Oh, where am I gonna put it? I've gotta hide the money someplace so Granny won't ask questions. So we waited until we were sure the men wouldn't come back. When we came out of the cave, the sun was shining, and pretty soon we found the path leading out of Thompson's woods.
And to think I spent the peaceful afternoon just reading, and why, you were at the mercy of those desperate men. Oh, my, cold chills just run up and down my spine to hear you tell it, Timothy.
Now that it's all over, it seems pretty exciting. All except losing my bicycle.
Well, perhaps one of your friends will lend you a bicycle for the rally, dear.
Oh, everyone not going to the rally is away on vacation. I'll have to miss the biggest event of the whole summer, all because those crooks stole my bike. When people steal, they sure do cause others trouble, don't they?
You can be certain of that, darling. Whether people are dishonest in small ways or large, they hurt others.
I see. Do you think the robbers spent any of the money before we found it?
We have no way of knowing, dear. Why are you interested?
No reason. Are you going to take the money to the police station right now?
Oh, lands, no. I'd be a nervous wreck on the streets carrying nearly $3,000. I'll phone the police to come and pick it up. I wonder if that nice George Brewster is still chief of police. Land sakes, I taught him in the 2nd grade. I can't remember how many years ago. Yes, George. Yes. Yeah. Will you come on? Oh, that's fine. Yes. All right. That's just fine. Bye. They'll be over very shortly, Timothy. Would you like a glass of milk and some cookies? You must be hungry clear down to your toes. Timothy? Now, where did that youngster go? Timothy! Timothy, where are you?
I've got to get something I left outside, Granny.
Chief Brewster will be here any minute. Can it wait, dear?
No, ma'am. It's terribly important. I think this is where I stole the money, or hid the money. Yeah, here it is. Gosh, I sure did want another bike. But Granny has a way of getting to a guy. Oh well, she's probably right. If I took this money and bought a bike, it'd probably get ripped off too. I'll just put the money all together, and Granny can give it to Chief Brewster. Let him figure out what to do with it.
We'll make some special plans for this weekend, Timothy, so you won't be lonesome while your friends are away. Perhaps we could go to the zoo. Would you like that?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, now don't feel too badly about missing the rally, dear. Remember, you have made it possible for a little child to run and play and be healthy again.
Yes, ma'am, I am glad about that, all right. Only, I wish there could have been a reward.
Well, so do I. But I'm sure you understand that the Mullen family needs every penny of that money to pay for their little boy's operation in Chicago. Operations are very expensive nowadays. Oh, how fortunate they were to recover the whole amount. Why, they must have been absolutely frantic when that money was stolen out of their van. I tell you, the joy on that father's face when he thanked you will warm my heart for many a day. Oh, I am so proud of you, Timothy. Now, who can that be knocking at the door at this late in the evening? It's Chief Brewster again, Timothy. Come right on in. Timothy's in the kitchen.
Hello, Chief Brewster. Have the Mullins left yet for Chicago?
Yes, Timothy. I saw them off an hour ago. A grateful family, and realizing, I'm sure, how foolhardy it is to carry large amounts of cash in an automobile. Disguising it as laundry doesn't fool any professional thief, and that's why I stopped by. We found the two men who stole the Mullins' money and your bicycle. They confessed to both robberies.
Gee, that's great, sir. But it doesn't bring back my bike, does it?
In a manner of speaking, it can, Tim. Those men were leaders of a ring of parking lot thieves with operations all throughout this area. Several shopping centers have been offering rewards for their capture. Your description of the men helped us to catch them. So you see, part of the reward belongs to you.
It does?
Yes, indeed. If you'll come down to the police station tomorrow morning, I think you'll find your share of the reward will more than buy you a new bike.
Wow, thanks! Granny, I'm going to the bike rally! Yahoo!